Just a little update. Been killing it hard with the nutrition, destroying it. I've been like 15-minute workouts in the morning, honestly, because at the end of the day, like today was a chest and try, and I'm not trying to grow, so I did 3 good sets at incline, a 6 rep set, an 8 rep set, 12 rep set. Same thing with flat. I did 3 good sets of dips and then a set of extensions just to get a good pump. And that's really all I'm doing right now. The minimum effective dose is very low, and that's all I'm trying to do right now when it comes to volume is minimum effective dose, not go crazy hard, and then focus on getting my steps in. Every day getting the steps in, just maintaining the muscle I have. Once I'm done, what I'm gonna do is really focus on the shoulders, upper chest, minimum effective dose, keep doing the minimum effective dose for all my other body parts. Only my shoulder and upper chest am I gonna push. Give all my growing room to my upper chest and shoulders, really fill out that frame. And then once that's grown, I'm gonna do 16 weeks of just upper chest and shoulders, really try to just destroy it, get those shoulders going. And then right now, just maintaining the muscle, getting the steps in. The deficit right now, I'm about 1,800 calories every single day. Every day I'm burning about 850 calories if I get 14,000 steps in. And on the days that I hit my lifts, and I've been lifting a little bit, it's been a little bit easier for the calories, but still trying to get those 14,000 steps in every single day to just keep things pushing, keep things rocking and rolling when it comes to the calories, making sure I'm burning that 850 a day, to put me in that deficit around 500 every day if I'm eating 1,800 and my goal body weight's around 150, plus burning around 850 a day puts me total calorie burns about 2,350 and in a deficit about 500 every single day, over the course of eat every single week. Give it about 10 weeks, 10 pounds of fat down, looking to get around 6%. I mean, the abs are coming out. I think I'm the leanest I've ever been, and I'm training less than I ever have, and I'm the leanest I've ever been, and it's, really definitely opened my eyes because the last couple of years I've really crushed in the gym, but I haven't grown a lot. And that's to show, the importance of recovery and not overdoing it, because if you're not going to the point where you're growing and you're just maintaining, but if you're not doing it, like all you need is the minimum effective dose, and that's it. And anything between minimum effective dose and maximum recoverable volume is essentially a waste of time. So we really need to figure out what your minimum is, and no, if you're trying to maintain, I bet you're wasting time in the gym if you're not trying to actively grow in a progressive, surplus. You're probably wasting time, and that's a big step that I've taken, is to be okay lifting a little bit. Yeah, you might lose a little bit of size in terms of fullness, but are you trying to be pumped up all the time, or are you trying to build muscle and get stronger and be better? And that's definitely a good mindset switch to have. But right now it's taking this cut as far as I've ever taken it, and then just really trying to add some size to the chest and shoulders, and then maybe go a little cut again and really just fill out that wide physique. And I'm learning a lot when it comes to dieting. Every time I get really lean, I always learn something, and I'm loving it, because at the end of the day, every time I do my own transformations, my own physique improvements, whether it's losing weight, building muscle, trying a new program, I always learn things that I can give and share. And not only that, with other clients, I'm learning through their progressions and their training. And then I'm reading about it every day. I read fitness every single day. And it's just this cycle of knowledge and cycle of learning. And I learn things not only just about the fitness, but the mental aspect of fitness, speaking to clients and prospective clients, and hearing about the things that bother them, and just learning at a deep level what that's like, when it comes to the mental side. Because we all know chicken breast and walking the weights works. We all know that works, but fitness is solving for adherence. We're not solving for the best program. We're solving for adherence. We're solving for the program we can adhere to, and that in reality is what we have to do. Is we have to find what we can adhere to. And for me, what I've found the best to adhere to, especially with people trying to lose weight that are getting back into things or just starting, 2 days a week. I'm telling you, 2 days a week, just focus on getting stronger. 2 days a week for cutting, 4 days a week with an optional 5th day if you're trying to get more muscular. And nothing crazy, nothing insane. get the sets in the gym, focus on getting stronger, and then get the cardio with the steps every day. You know, even if you're trying to get bigger, still get those steps in. Still get the steps in, because then you never have to worry about gaining too much fat, and you can, you know, you have to try to eat to gain the fat. Is what I've learned is if you're gonna want to hit that surplus, the cardio doesn't stop. You still get the steps in every day because it's important to get out and move and be active, but you just get that pleasure of knowing, hey, I get to enjoy myself. And the reality is, cutting versus bulking, that's really just like an extra piece of pizza. I mean, it's like you know, a lot of people think it's this huge difference, cutting versus bulking. Like, all it is, literally cutting versus bulking might be chicken as your meat versus beef as your meat. You know, you should still be eating healthy foods, and the only difference between a cut and a bulk is literally, honestly, in all seriousness, should be like meat quality. I think you should be eating healthy carbs, healthy, you know, vegetables, healthy fats. And between a cut and a bulk, you should just do beef versus chicken. I think that's the easiest way. I eat healthy and then have a little bit of dessert, or hey, you could just keep it leaner with the meats during the day and the healthy fats, and then just add those calories with your dessert. You could do that. That's a great option. But for me right now, you know, really just focusing on quality food every day, trying to just eat my calories, not drink my calories. So, you know, wake up right now. Routine I've found that really works for me right now is as I did some of the intermittent fasting. I like the intermittent fasting, but honestly, the routine to get a consistent 12 hours of work every single day, you know, it's 5:40 and I've been up since 4. And in that routine that I've found to get that consistent work is honestly, you know, 4 small meals. Because here's the thing, I don't necessarily want a big meal. Yes, sometimes I'll be hungry at night, and it might be better sometimes to have that bigger meal. But if I want that consistent output, I found that those 4 meals a day is best because I always feel the same, right? And if I have 4 meals of like no carbs or lower carbs, just have that carbs in the morning and then no carbs, it's a consistent wave that I can ride, and there's no highs and lows and peaks and valleys. And I would say for me, you know, that routine is wake up around 4:30, hit a nice little meal. The meal that I like a lot in the morning is protein oats with some powdered peanut butter, or just protein oats. Like, if you have a nice protein, you know, instant oatmeal with some protein in it, and maybe like some fruit. I really like that. And then after, I like maybe an apple, maybe something filling. So maybe some chicken and an apple, maybe something after. Hey, maybe nothing. Fucking fly literally just flew in my mouth. That was crazy. Slow-mo that one. But I found that maybe even not even eating after the gym, because you've had some protein, so is it really a big deal? Like, come on. Especially if you're not trying to grow, you know, you don't stop freaking out about the protein here. So I might not even eat after the gym. Try to put that off until I really want something. Because again, hey, we're not busting a big leg day. Here's the thing. We're not killing a huge leg day. We're not going to the gym and going crazy, because then you are going to want something. But I'm just getting a couple sets. I mean, today, what did it, 9 sets? Total 9 sets. It took me 20 minutes today. And I probably didn't even need to do 9. I probably could have done 5 or 6, but I like the gym. I like working out. And that's it. So I'm not super hungry after, you know, literally 20 minutes of weights and, you know, a 40-minute walk while I read my book and reviewed business stuff with coaching and clients. And that's what I did. And that's the routine that works. So that's the meal was the protein oats in the morning, and then 20 minutes of weights. You know, get some of my steps in. I get about 5K of my steps in today, and I'm getting the rest in now because I just sat and worked all day, and then, you know, had a little meal, finishing it off. And then now, you know, what I'll do after the gym is maybe eat, maybe not, and then I'll start work. So I'll get done with the gym around 6:30, 7. You know, 5:30, and then just like 6:30, 7-ish. I had 20 minutes weights, 40, and then I sat in the sauna and stretched out, so another 15. And I start the work day. So it was like work about 8 to 8. I can. It's only 5:40 now, so I actually finished up a little early. So, you know, optimally, you know, if I can squeeze out a 10-hour day, 8 to 6 seems to be the sweet spot. 10 hours. After 10 hours, it's like you're doing little stuff, you start not getting too much output, and you start having to fix stuff the next day. So 10 hours seems to be the sweet spot for me. 10 hours every day. You work hard for 10 hours every day, you're getting a lot of shit done. If you're actually focused for 10 hours, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of shit, okay? A lot of people mess around. That's why they don't get anything done. But 10 hours, 12 if you add in, by the time you burn out just doing random stuff or trying to squeeze out some tasks if you're really having an awesome day, or if you're on fire. But yeah, that's great about that. And then maybe I'll eat a meal during it if I really, like if I really get ravenous and I really get hungry, I'll eat a meal. Or hey, I'll try to really stove it off. If I can get to about 2 or 3, 8 to 2, about 6 hours of work with just coffee, and then cut the coffee. You only got about 2 or 3 hours until you start fizzling out because you've been up for a while, and then crack a meal. Because to me, when I did intermittent fasting, I didn't like the intermittent fasting. I liked it, but if you're trying to work all day, it's hard because your meals are bigger, and then it crashes you because you end up eating bigger meals. And especially if you put that last meal off far, you hit that last meal at like 5. That is an easy way to end the day. If you hit that meal early, you are not getting anything done after that. Because you're fitting your carbs in, it's over. You just want something sweet. Your day's over. So for me to consistently push out 16, 17, 18-hour days where I can try to get as much done as humanly possible, 4 meals for me I like, because I don't mind eating healthy all the time. I don't mind not having junk. To me, it's harder when I have the junk, because I honestly, I'd rather have chicken and potato and broccoli. I like that. I like healthy food, good seasonings. I'm more of a fan of that than I am, one meal with some sweet. I don't really need the sweet. I don't care if I don't eat sweets, when I'm maintaining or I'm looking to gain. So if I'm looking to gain, or if I'm on my vacation, or I'm out to eat, I don't really need that at my house. I like fruit. Fruit's fine for me if I want something sweet. Dark sweet cherries, frozen cherries. That's what I do, frozen cherries. And that's good. So I like that. But that's my kind of routine right now to really get in awesome shape. Here, Preston, will you hold this? Yeah. I'm gonna take the shirt off. So, take the shirt off in the evening. Look, that's what I've been doing. Take the shirt off in the evening and get a little bit of a tan. Might not want these sunglasses on, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to get the, how it is, the tan, suntan, the sunglasses tan. But that's been the routine. That's been the style. Just and that's about it. Get those steps in, and the biggest thing is consistency. You can have this best routine ever, and you can talk about the best routine, and you can get all excited about the routine, but the only routine that works is the one that's consistent. And you can't stay consistent, shit doesn't matter. So you're solving for adherence. Remember that. You're solving for adherence. You're solving for something you can do. And that's why I'm big on the 2 days, or for me, I'm big on the routine. I'm big on going to the gym for me. As much as I've tried to do minimalist or all this, I find my best days are when I get up early. To me, I find I actually feel better when I don't sleep as much. And that might sound counterintuitive. You're just saying that. But when I wake up on my own, I just feel like the day is slower. And I like I like getting up early, cracking the gym, getting the cardio session, and getting right to work and busting out as much as I can. Because then I go to bed that night and I'm proud. I'm proud of the work I did. I'm proud of being able to wake up and do that. When you wake up at 8 and then you try to work out, and then it's 12, and then by the time you actually are in the mode, it's 1 to 2, and shit, I mean, I'd rather get all my stuff done before my clients are up, and I can talk to my clients, get the day started, get the day rolling, and then when the sun goes down, I've been up, because by the time the sun goes down, to me, I'm ready to chill, and I don't really like working in the afternoon. I'd rather just get up. I'm an early morning guy, and to me, having that early morning, hit the gym, get the shit rocking and rolling, that to me is the best day, and that's what I found works for me. And it's get up, hit the gym, 4 small meals. For me, it's about 450 calories a meal. So 450 calories a meal of healthy food. So like chicken, sweet potato, broccoli, you know, low-fat Greek yogurt. You know, you can't beat that shit. And that's what I've been doing. I'm liking it a lot. And, you know, and that's, oh shit. And that's honestly been what's really working for me. And I'll tell you what, I like being hungrier at night. I a lot of times, like, I don't like being hungrier in the morning. I like kind of being hungry while I work. So get up, hit the breakfast. After the gym, I'm a little hungry, but I drink some coffee. I get things wrong. I don't like a lot of food in my stomach when I'm working. So that's what I'll do. And then by the time I'm really kind of burning out with the work, then I'll really start eating that food and wind out for the day, and, you know, then do things that don't require much mental energy, like get these steps in, film this video, and talk about my day, as opposed to, you know, trying to just let the day take you. I take the day, and that's kind of the routine I've been right now to get that low body fat and get shit rocking and rolling with the body fat and get shit rocking and rolling with the business and the clients and helping and serving and learning, and that's all it is. It's just being the best every single day with the fitness, with the business, with the content, and just trying to put good shit out there and just be good, like be better. And that's it. If you can just get fucking better every single day, that's all you can ask for. And not just getting better, like, oh, I got better. Like, you have to have some metrics. Like, what are the metrics? To me, waistline. Am I getting that lean ass body fat? Am I getting more clients? Are my clients doing better? How can I improve my process? How can I improve my systems? How can I make my content better? It's everything. And, you know, and you guys are just improve. So for me, that's kind of my routine right now, business, fitness wise. And, you know, hopefully you can take a couple things, put them in your life, you know, maybe improve. And then obviously, you know, every day, let's walk this way. Every day hitting a prayer, you know how it is. Every day hitting that prayer, and that's been big for me too. You know, that direction. What do I want to do? Keep the momentum. And that's momentum. It's all momentum, and that's the routine right now. So hopefully that's some inspiration for your ass today. Good. You know, it was meant to be like a 5-minute video, but it ended up a 17-minute vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed that shit. And that's the game. So have an awesome day, and that's the vibes.